South Bend and shot them. We talked about the defiance of long odds, the resilience the Irish have shown. Those are qualities they've reminded us of this season. But Tom Rinaldi, those same qualities were shown to them from a young football player who's become, they say, a brother to them.
Chris, there's lots of ways to measure a season. Wins and losses, the simplest and the starkest. But sometimes there are also moments and there are memories. And by that gauge, certainly it's been a remarkable season for one member of the Irish football team who doesn't attend the university, isn't even old enough to go to college, but has been with them every step of the way.
On me on two. 1, 2.
He never made a tackle or threw a block.
What's up? You good? Feeling good? Good to see you.
Or caught a pass. He was never listed on the roster. But Sam Grewe was as much a part of Notre Dame's magical season as any player who wore a uniform.
We all made a promise to him that he would be our brother, and I believe, at least for me, it goes beyond football. It goes beyond this season. It's not a this year thing. It's not a next year thing. It's not a while I'm in college thing. It's a forever thing.
Growing up in Middlebury, Indiana, Sam made all the plays on all his teams as often as he could.
Seventh grade football team. He led his team in rushing and receiving yards and touchdowns, and he did the kicking and the punting and all that. So it's a big part of his life.
After his 7th grade football season, Sam began to feel pain in his right leg. Christmas week 2011, a doctor gave his family the news. Cancer.
A lot of questions. Am I going to die? How sick am I going to be? Am I still going to be able to play sports?
Is it deadly? Is it gonna paralyze me? I don't know what the side effects would be.
Sam was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, an aggressive malignant bone cancer. This spring, while preparing to undergo surgery to amputate part of his right leg, the Notre Dame football team adopted Sam as part of the Fighting Irish football team this season.
Oh, it's me.
He's going to have to lose his leg. And our players knew of him through a video that I showed of him playing football and his love for playing sports.
They showed Sam's highlights of him playing football, playing receiver. It was unbelievable seeing him out there running around, and to see all that gone is, it hurts your heart.
They all had on Grewe Crew t-shirts. They all had on Grewe Crew wristbands. Every single one of them was standing up, giving my son a standing ovation.
2 days later, Sam underwent rotation-plasty surgery. His right knee and part of his leg were removed, with the remaining portion below the knee rotated and reattached. Essentially, his ankle became his knee, his foot became his shin, to fit inside a prosthetic leg.
So you're waving hi to everybody?
A choice Sam made to keep his athletic dreams intact. In addition to the amputation, Sam has spent 150 nights in the hospital this year and has already faced 19 sessions of chemotherapy. Yet whenever he could this season, he spent time with his team, and he never missed a home game.
We're talking about one game he went to, backpack with 10 pounds of IV fluid on. He had to be on IV because he had just had chemo. It was still in his system, and he's out there on the field with the guys doing the warm-ups.
When he's with us, he's just, he's one of the guys. He's hanging out, coming up the training table, and so it's tremendous perspective. And I couldn't have asked for, a better role model than Sam is.
They always described it as brothers, but I never really saw it that way. I saw it more as friends, because you don't always get along with your brothers.
After Notre Dame's final home game this season, Sam was taken into the locker room. In that hallowed place, there's a tradition, typically reserved for team captains and Irish legends, leading the team in the Irish fight song. On this day, a boy who never made a play for the Irish was given that honor.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Notre Dame went undefeated, but through that left Sam victorious because he could be a part of it. They gave him a reason to keep going.
As for where Sam is tonight, as his team plays for a national championship, of course, right here at Sun Life Stadium. Late this afternoon, he came out, he walked onto the field, took it all in. Couldn't spend too much time, though, Chris. That's because he had to get to the Notre Dame locker room. In fact, when the team walked out to their prayer circle, they all held hands. Sam Grewe right there with them, a part of this team to the end.
Tom, thank you. Great feature. Great to meet Sam and his family. What a thrill for him. Not just tonight, but standing next to that guy, Manti Te'o, singing the Notre Dame fight song on Senior Day. Te'o, top tackler on this team for the last 3 years. More picks than any linebackers had since 2001. Kirk, and such a huge part of the